strong. Pull the abs in. 3, and breathe, guys. 4.
The United States is a nation of exercisers.
You see it in our culture, in how we dress, and even in our music. The COVID-19 pandemic has forced people to get creative. Gym closures meant exercisers like me had their routines upended.
Oh my God.
The nation's exercise habits were happening at home just as they had nearly 70 years ago when Jack LaLanne muscled fitness into living rooms.
Now first take your right leg lifted up, then your left leg.
Fast forward to now. Creators began pumping out all types of free fitness content online in response to the shutdowns. But at what cost?
It hurts us. And I wish in the ideal world nobody would do it for free.
Fitness in 2020 isn't just about me sweating out different regimens, including a Bollywood routine you'll see later.
So you don't make bowls, you curl your fingers in. Yes, there you go.
It's another step in the evolution of a multi-billion-dollar industry filled with big box gyms, small business owners, and patrons who all wonder what happens next. Hey fam, I'm Imayan, and I'm hula hooping because this video is all about fitness and its accessibility.
They don't think it's right that they can't go work out. You see the sign Freedom for Fear. They want the gyms to reopen.
This is what the Battle of the Bulge looks like in the COVID-19 era. People protesting gym closures. The more than 1 in 5 customers who belong to at least one gym were forced to sculpt a home-based workout routine, including me. And those in the fitness industry stretched themselves to adapt. How different is your life as a small business owner in the fitness industry now that we're in the middle of a pandemic?
It turned our world upside down pretty much overnight because we are all about being with people in very close range. That is what we do.
This is Ajanta Chakraborty. She's been running her Chicago area Bollywood dance studio for more than a decade.
In the beginning, we didn't know. We didn't know how much to fear. We didn't know what to anticipate. It was more of, okay, maybe it's going to be a few weeks and, we're all going to come out of it. We're going to figure out what's going to happen next.
After shutting down in-person classes in March, her studio immediately began offering free sessions online. But as the impact of the pandemic became clearer, so did its influence on her business.
I would say 3-4 weeks into the pandemic that we realized, oops, how are we going to make it?
So she began charging a fee that was less than half of what Bollywood Groove required for in-person classes.
7 is just a number that makes me comfortable, both in from a way of, okay, it will fill up the class, and hey, I'm making it accessible to everybody.
Because here's the thing, as much as the nation loves talking about fitness and exercise, there's one major hurdle many people forget, and it's a problem COVID-19 has only intensified.
Class is a very important barrier to fitness. You need disposable time and disposable income to engage in fitness activities.
To say Shelley McKenzie has written the book on fitness isn't enough. She's also an avid gym goer.
My favorite exercise of all times is double step, but you can almost not find it. I quite enjoy a good vinyasa yoga workout now, though.
Shelley says the world was already moving towards personalization and home fitness, even before coronavirus. For example,
okay, Peloton, let's go. Hey, Sandra and Munich, 50 rides.
Shelley says all pandemic closures did was exploit gyms' financial fragility.
Big box gyms were not completely financially healthy. The larger chains have been struggling. The 80s and 90s, that was the heyday of the big box gym.
2020 isn't like the late 20th century.
Let's do the fun though.
Then, leotards and leggings led the way of an exercise craze, fueled by the technological advance that was the VCR and Jane Fonda. The actor grabbed the nation's attention with her activism against the Vietnam War, but her exercise home videos, they would make her a huge fitness influencer. Working out didn't seep into pop culture. It was pop culture.
What happens at the end of the beginning in the mid-90s, people were schlepping to the gym or sharing equipment or waiting. People were very conscious about how they spent their time. A home gym seemed to be able to give you all of the benefits of working out, but without the hassle of going to a club.
In this pandemic, we've watched some of the most recognizable names in big box exercise struggle, including 24 Hour Fitness, which filed for bankruptcy and closed 100 gyms, and Gold's Gym, which also filed for bankruptcy protection. Shelley says this is partly because their businesses were based on volume, a volume you can't get when doors are closed.
The idea then in the past and now is to get as many members and then count on the fact that a lot of them won't come.
The bankruptcies are happening at a time when a study by a sports and nutrition company found people in the U.S. are spending more on gyms than they are on colleges. People between the ages of 18 and 65 are pumping out $155 monthly on health and fitness. That's $112,000 in a lifetime.
We can see that in the fact that the industry overall is just growing. Fitness is growing. There are more opportunities than ever to find something that appeals to everyone.
Peloton saw its revenue jump 66% as people were forced to move to at-home fitness. The bike alone cost $2,245. And that's before you add in the price of the shoes, the weights, the headphones, the bike mat, and the heart monitor. A growing fitness industry has meant a lot of people offering free fitness sessions online during COVID. But free hasn't necessarily meant more accessible. The class disparities still exist. For one, you have to have reliable internet access. And then there's the instructional knowledge gap. People who were paying for lessons before COVID-19 have a leg up.
And it's entirely possible that you could be hurting yourself or sustain an injury. There is, exercise and how to move your body does require a learning curve. And if you haven't already gained that through some time spent at the gym or with a personal trainer, there's that possibility.
Even though I was active before lockdown, I clearly am not as committed as this man. He built his own outdoor gym when the lockdown started. That is dedication. It's the type of devotion owners like Ajanta have for their businesses.
How do we make it happen? How do we pay our bills? How do we continue to survive? It's the same situation everywhere.
She thinks the future could include a combination of virtual and in-person classes, while still competing with the influx of free quarantine fitness content.
I feel bad saying it because I understand, again, for some of them it's just a fun outlet and I see why they would want to do it, but it hurts us. I wish in the ideal world nobody would do it for free, but we also have to understand that to some extent it's also not everybody wants to pay.
Much of the fitness industry is trying to bounce back. 37% of big box gyms tracked by Moody's had reopened by early June. But there have been setbacks, like the West Virginia Planet Fitness location that exposed 205 people to coronavirus in late June.
The other thing is that we all have to make a risk calculation. Even once things are officially not on lockdown, you have to think about, do I want to risk my health to exercise my body?
Balancing the safety of clients and instructors with the future of her business is at the forefront of Anjanta's mind. For now, Bollywood Groove is surviving, but Anjanta is already thinking about contingency plans.
Perhaps I would have to find supplemental income to kind of keep it going. But yeah, we're still okay, but I don't think we're gonna last too many more months like this.
Hey fam, thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Tell me what you would like to see me do next. And the reason I'm not doing burpees and struggling to hula hoop to you is because I hate them. I also hate mountain climbers. See you soon, bye. Hey.